Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for December. The lunar eclipse, which occurred at the end of November, is still highly significant as you enter this month because the Sun and Jupiter are face to face in the first week of December, and this could see you tempted to really bend the plastic when it comes to your Christmas budget, splashing out when perhaps you can't really afford it. And it's all down to that lunar eclipse, because that's saying to you that it's absolutely vital that you do keep your short-term expenditure in tune with your longer-term needs. So don't compare yourself to other people. Don't look around too much at what other people are doing. Do what you feel is comfortable for you. Remember, Saturn is in your sign for the first time in 27 years at a Christmas time. So there can be some subtle but powerful changes going on anyway. Some of the things that you would have indulged or invested in the past may actually seem less important now because your values are in a state of flux. They're shifting, perhaps very positively. And this can be helped, for sure, by the fact that there is the ending of Uranus's backward journey on the 11th, which suggests if there has been a certain amount of uncertainty and unpredictability about work issues, things can just soothe over a little bit in that area. However, there is a quarter moon on the 6th, which provides a backdrop for the following week. This occurs in Virgo, and it suggests that business and pleasure do not mix particularly well. So if a friend asks you for some kind of loan to get through Christmas, you really need to think carefully about whether you'd ever see that money again. Also be careful about your possessions. And if you are thinking about how you can earn some extra money, how you go about it needs to be comfortable with your set of values. If it's not, you could end up really not liking a job, even if it's extremely well paid. And so therefore, just being conscious of your needs is particularly important in this regard. There's also a new moon on the 13th, which underlines this even more, and then Venus moves into this sector on the 16th. But I think that's a different kind of feeling. It moves out of your sign. There may have been quite a lot of admirers buzzing around you in the early part of this month, but I think that once it moves, you're going to be much more attuned to what a particular involvement could be worth to you. I don't necessarily mean materially, but just whether your values match the other person, whether there is a strong attraction between you. It's not just about having someone, you want the right kind of someone. And with Venus and Jupiter going face to face in the run-up to Christmas Day, you could, just at the last minute, open the purse strings and really splash out after all, because your resistance can be very low. In fact, if you go to any parties, receptions or celebrations, I do think that anything remotely gooey or calorific is going to be very, very hard for you to steer clear of. And if you do burst into this month on a bit of a diet, I do think it's probably going to crack at some stage. Now on the 21st, the Sun does move into a bright, bubbly and more communicative part of your horoscope. Great for the whole social period, but it combines with your co-ruler Pluto at the end of this month, suggesting that your thinking about who you are and what you want to achieve can be fairly fluid. You may even find yourself having quite an intense discussion, even a bit of an argument with someone in the last days of 2012, but you need to pick the things that you get into a squabble about. Some things it's just better to agree to disagree. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Have a very happy Christmas and New Year, and goodbye for now.